Hi everybody, my name's Sarah Giannoni. I'm part of the customer success team here at Max Digital at our headquarters here in Chicago, Illinois. I'm here today to talk to you all about our latest and greatest product called Max BDC. Max BDC is basically a three-way collaborative process that helps bridge the gap between the consumer, the sales team, as well as your BDC department, just to help everyone get on the same page, help open lines of communication, and ultimately create a better buying experience for the consumer by driving them into your dealership for a test drive and also setting your salespeople up for success, and again, helping bridge the gap between the three departments. So let's dive in. I want to show you how it works today. Again, it's called Max BDC. As you can see, it's basically a simple and elegant interface that your BDC department can use when they're initially on the phone with the customer, or really whoever takes your initial phone calls, whether it's the BDC, your sales team, or even your receptionist at the front desk. So they can use this to help cipher and sift through your inventory while also building value and speaking intelligently about every single car you have in stock. So as you can see, pretty self-explanatory. You have the search bar here at the top. You also have filters over here on the left-hand side. One of them I'd like to point out that's unique to Max Digital is vehicle highlights. We actually include vehicles that might be rare in your market area, have lower miles, or even are a Carfax One owner, and you're able to filter your entire inventory by those parameters, which is pretty neat. Another thing I want to point out is this search bar at the top. I like to compare it to Google. It's able to translate very conversational text. So if you see on my screen, I can actually abbreviate things, like instead of searching for Chevrolet, I can search for Chevy. I'm going to go ahead and search for a Chevy Tahoe. Instead of typing out the word navigation, I'm going to abbreviate it and just put in nav. And you're going to notice I'm actually going to intentionally misspell Apple CarPlay, and I'm going to say apply CarPlay instead. So you can see it's a buildable search bar, and you're able to quickly and effectively search your inventory. So you can see that boiled over 8,000 matches down to 18. So as I mentioned before, it's great for your BDC department or whoever your representative who's taken that first call to really drill down your inventory quickly. As we sift through this, we're now down to 18 matches that match Chevy Tahoe with navigation as well as Apple CarPlay. So you can see this is kind of similar to your search results page that's on your website, right? It kind of gives you that 30,000 foot view of each vehicle. So you can see all the positive information about this vehicle. So if you're priced below MSRP, if you're priced below book or market, we'll include all that data here. So it really loads the lips of your BDC department to, again, be able to speak knowledgeably about every single car. So let's say they're talking to the customer and they're mentioning the Chevy Tahoe Premier, almost $7,300 below MSRP. It includes that Apple CarPlay, as we mentioned, navigation. It also includes $11,000 in premium upgrades. So this is actually built upon our Max Digital proprietary data network system. So we pull in great information straight from the OEM build sheet. We pull in vehicle history reporting, as well as live market data, which I'll get into in a second. So you can click into this Chevy Tahoe Premier, and you can easily toggle down, again, see those pricing proof points that are positive to your store, and then it lists out all the premium upgrades that are worth that $11,000. So that Sun Entertainment and Destination package is worth $3,000 on its own. The Performance Edition package is worth $2,800. So it's great information, again, to provide your BDC with, so they're able to build value on the vehicle right from that initial phone call and ultimately drive the customer to the dealership. So great information. We also include our Max Digital description there on the left-hand side. So if the customer's interested in this car and they want to add it to their garage, your representative can actually favorite it, and you can see that it adds it straight to your garage here in the upper right-hand corner. So let's go back to the search results page, and let's say that they're interested in a couple different colors, not just that Premier Gray. So going down the list, if they like the LT, for instance, they can favorite this one as well, straight from this screen. And let's go ahead and favorite one more. Here's another Tahoe Premier. It looks to be black. It again has Apple CarPlay. It's almost $6,800 below MSRP. We're going to favorite this one as well. So now that we've pinned 3 vehicles into our garage, we can go up here to the upper right-hand side of the screen, click into the garage, and we can see the 3 vehicles that we've added to the favorites bar or favorites garage for the customer. Now from here we have a few different options. We can actually estimate the consumer's trade-in. From this screen, we can evaluate their payment information, go over protection plans, book an appointment, or we can actually share this with the customer at this point. So we can click on share. We can copy and paste the URL into your CRM, depending on which one you use, into an email, and share it with the customer in real time. So that way the customer has the same access to the garage as the store does, and they can add or remove vehicles in real time. So what's great about that is when they actually come into the dealership, you have visibility into knowing exactly what the customer is looking at and what cars they want to test drive and what cars they're interested in. Another interesting tidbit is you actually have insight into the payment calculator as well. So let's say the BDC representatives share this with the customer. The customer can actually go into the payment plan page on their own time in the privacy of their own home and figure out their monthly payment, their down payment, and then you have visibility into seeing what cars they can afford and what cars you should try to put them in when they actually come into the store. We can customize this, so we can include, your service and protection plans, your brand promise based on your dealership. So there's all sorts of customization we can do, but the real takeaway is being able to share this with the customer, getting real-time results, and engaging them in a different, modern digital way. Again, bridging the gap between the selling, the consumer, and the BDC. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for joining me.